Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. Yep. And if you remember correctly, I said this was going to be one of the final Xuan-Yuan RPGs, but no, we got a new one. Based off the Xuan Sword video game from China, Sinjin Xuan decided to go ahead and do a bootleg off of the, what I presume was recent back then. In English, being named Mist Over the Mountains, it is a very strange game indeed. Anyway, starting, we then go to the year 749. There's a very long cutscene. We go into a bar. We then get surrounded by two guards. They leave. We then presumably knock one down. And then here's our battle. Yeah, like most other games made by Xuan-Yuan, this one is based off of Final Fantasy IV, just with different characters. Anyway, we win over them, and then we leave the bar. Anyway, it looks like the church thing is blocked off, so we have to ask this guy for a quote-unquote secret passage. And if you're wondering, in the original version, this city's supposed to be Venice. So yeah, as you can see, everything is taken from Final Fantasy 3, or maybe it's 2, I'm not sure, including all the buildings. Anyway, let's get our usual potions. And then we have to go over to a very specific gravestone, or just I think it is a gravestone, like it was in the original. We go over here, he says something, and then we have to enter a well. Anyway, time to save. And then we get to grinding. Oh boy, we got some weird enemies as usual, some which are stolen from other games, and most of which is original. Like this one from Final Fantasy 3. Anyway, let's grind here a little bit until we get up to level 10. Some of these you may recognize, like this weird dodo bird from other games, or maybe if you know where all these enemies come from, the other ones outside of the ones I will point out, leave a comment down below. For it's always very fascinating to see how Sinjin Xuan-Yuan either made all the enemies or ripped so many enemies. Oh, yes, here's an interesting one. Here's a Dragon Ball style gorilla. Not sure where they took that enemy from. Anyway, we got our usual Sinjin Nanjing ripped from Conquering the World 3 tigers. Snakes are 2. Here's the same enemy from at least one other game. Even more enemies. Same enemy. Spider. Three witches, I think. Frogs. Yeah, there are some weird random enemy choices. Okay, I think we're now at level 10. So now we just go throughout the little cave section, encountering enemies as usual, with water along the way. And there's no chests. And then we get out, and then we go, I guess, to the side entrance of the church. We ask this guy as to what to do, and there's stairs. Also, I like the weird checkerboard tiling. Whoever thought of it was I guess, greatly known for making tiles. Okay, so there's also random encounters inside the church, for some odd reason. Like what happens here. Sorry. Anyway, we find a lever. We pull it. And then we find the jail. Featuring 2 more guards we have to fight through. Anyway, they're pretty easy to beat. And then we open one. This guy goes out. Anyway, we have to get something random from a pot. Bring him back to the guy that's laying down. Eventually we get to this thing, and oh, would you look at that, there's a fairy. Yeah, it can't be any Xuan-Yuan thing without fairies appearing. Surprisingly. Anyway, she talks a little bit, then we have to leave the church. Oh yeah, and also it's gonna get much weirder from here. Anyway, we then talk for a little bit about something. Goes on for a pretty long time, and as soon as we get over here, yep, they're tying people to logs, and then they're gonna burn them. But don't worry, that's not gonna happen in this game. Now we're gonna go through 2 more boss battles. After a lot of talking, our fairy thing comes back. We then fight 2 more guards, and hey, the fairy thing just joined us as a party member. Anyway, we fight this guy. Afterwards, some girl comes down and probably passes out. And now we have to go free all these people. Then we do more conversation. We can see that one guy from jail just going out. And then we get the Overworld, which I guess is sparsely a bunch of houses and trees. Why is it trees everywhere? That's not our concern, because the Overworld still has random encounters. And also the music just keeps changing around between both the castle theme from Final Fantasy IV and the maybe Overworld theme from Final Fantasy IV. Anyway, we end up getting on a miniature ship. Why is the ship very tiny? And then that same girl who passed out is presumably just over here in bed in the ship. I think it's a ship. No, it is a ship. Anyway, we then have to leave the place. Oh yeah, looks like there's a stairway that goes nowhere. This cave has no random encounters. So now we have to go over to a temple section. But first some grinding. Okay, I think that's enough grinding. In the temple we got a chest in one corner. Stair things. Yeah, more zombie things. We get into this area. It's not too different, and even enemy encounters are still the same, surprisingly. And then we have to encounter another boss. And also, there's just beds here. Why are there beds? And there's also nothing in the pots. Those pots are just random. Not sure why they're random, but that's not really important. Here's another there was another Final Fantasy III enemy, just without its wings. And we've got 2 doors. probably imagine, let's enter through this door first. Anyway, it's another weird long hallway with probably nothing at the end of it, unless I missed something. Nope, nothing to miss. Oh, there's a chest in it. There's a chest. And after we go down through this long hallway, we find that same guy. Oh, and the door's blocked. So, we then fight him with a pretty easy boss fight. After that happens, he's probably going to leave. Oh, we just exit. What was on this other door? Is it the same thing? Oh, so I guess that just leads to the exit. Oh, and the enemies just became harder. Oh, nice, now we got encounters of 4. This other door leads to... oh, just a room with a chest. Anyway, after fighting the same enemies, but this time harder... oh, let's just look at that. There's guards. I presume we get trapped. And another monster thing appears behind us. That's great. Very great indeed. After a while, the monster, I guess, just disappears. We do even more communication. And I presume we have to go back to the cave. No, that's the wrong cave. Has the enemies changed? No, they're still easy. Yep, we got one guy waiting here. So let's hurry up onto the ship. Okay, I guess we can do nothing. So maybe it's time to go over to the other cave now? Let's save here. Now I also have quite a lot of money. So is the cave now accessible? And yes, it is. Probably more hard encounters, but all of them are easy, somehow. And there's probably a boss fight at the very end. Oh no, there's just a chest. Let's see, there's a door, which probably means we're gonna have to enter it. And then we have even more random encounters. We then fight this guy. I mean, he looks familiar, but I'm not sure what it is. Takes a damage of 20. Which means I'm gonna have to heal. Yep, time to heal. Okay, I have a bunch of healing potions. That did nothing to me, so... Okay, well that didn't really give me... not that much. This one is the better opportunity. Oh nice, both of us leveled up. Anything else in here? Chests or anything? No, and then there's just more random encounters. Okay, so I guess a nice boss. Maybe it changes the area? That was a very hard enemy encounter. Nope, it does not change the area. Oh, one's downed. I think in here we have, yeah, we have a downed encounter. We have downed things. Time to definitely leave the area. And let me guess, the Overworld encounters have not changed at all. Oh wow, they have changed. And now they are very hard. Oh hey, at least I can do some easy levels. You're low on HP, so let's... So after that, I presume we return to the cave. In the meantime, let's do some grinding. Much more. Ah, 330. That should not be a problem at all. Me. Yeah, all the enemy encounters seem to get easier and easier. Yeah, so... oh wait, he's almost very low HP. And now she's downed. Time to run. If I can run. Run. Yep. Let's see. I think she can heal. Go. Okay, now the enemies are getting slightly easier. But yeah, same enemy encounter, same enemies, just harder level. he's been downed. Okay, let's do more grinding. Oh boy, here's a random encounter of 4. More XP. I think I can grind like this way. Okay, I think that's enough grinding. Are we supposed to enter this area? Yes, we are. Anyway, then we get more cutscene talking. Presumably something happens, we get a black screen. Oh yeah, he just came back from the thing we cannot enter. Oh wow, there are ships. We are now on some island. Are there random encounters? Yes, there are. Which means one thing, grinding. Okay, so we're on some deserted island with a castle in the middle. We've also got these ships. What are these ships for? Can you do anything? Are there any enemy encounters? Okay, just looks like this area is just... Why does it even... It's more like a, why does it exist when it shouldn't really exist? Oh yeah, we got a bunch of snow mountains, I presume. We got a cave. If I had to guess, we can't enter the cave right now. Yep, we can't enter the cave. So let's go castle. First, let's... just to make sure that we are safe, and just in case any bad encounter, any bad bosses, because Genecoda might throw a bad boss. At least it's like non-Gen, where every couple of their games are basically enemies level up to you. Thankfully here the enemies don't level up to you. Now most enemies are easily just one-shots now. One of us leveled up to 25. Frog with snake on its back. That's very quality. Okay, now both of us leveled up to level 25. Let's save here. Anyway, now we have a castle. And now here's that same guy in guards. Anyway, here's this guy reusing a sprite from Final Fantasy, and them holding up not what looks like something. Can't really make it out what it is. Anyway, I guess we're allowed to enter the castle. Or not, or just do more cutscene. Okay, now we are. Oh, wow. It's barely anything. Are there any enemy encounters? Is this the area with enemy encounters? Yes, it is. Also, I like how just the background changes. And the music also keeps changing. Can we fall down these pits? Or is there just no pits? Okay, that door's locked. So what we presumably know is that we have to go through this door. Anyway, let's save. What's this? Oh, it just leads to the outside of the castle. I don't want to go there. There's a bunch of empty rooms. With nothing in them. Any chests, any chests. Okay, there's two areas that lead to the upper parts of the castle. Yeah, it's a castle. Let's see, what is this area? Oh, there's a chest in one room. Okay, we must be getting close to somewhere. Particularly if the enemies are getting harder. Okay, so this one just leads us up to what looks like a dungeon area. Maybe it's towards a boss. I wonder what the other rooms of the, I guess, dungeon castle thing are. Because there are at least two other ways to get up. Let's see what's this way. Oh, it just leads to a chest. Oh, that's inside the second room. Okay, so then what's in... Do we have any stairs leading up to this area, or... do we have to go... or do we have to go into the second room? Oh, there are stairs. That's strange. They all lead to the same area. Wow, very confusing gameplay, Xuan-Yuan. Very confusing gameplay. Yeah, well, that just makes... it just makes the game's life easier. Have I gotten all the chests in this area? Yes, I have. Oh, great, now we entered this room. We didn't watch a very long cutscene. We didn't fight this guy, who isn't later reused, and he does damage of 26. Whoa. Well, thank goodness for the grinding. We then defeat him. The monster thing is still alive. Okay, so now we just have to leave the area, or just go in that door. I think we have to go in that door next. Have the enemies changed? No, in fact they're a lot easier now. Door open. No, it's not. We didn't have another long cutscene. I guess 2 other people go by. And one of them is just very weird. Do we leave the area and now go to the cave, or do we just go to the door? I don't know, let's see. Okay, we go to the door. Yeah, because now we got them everywhere. Oh, which, look at that, just leads to a garden with pines. That's the only way I could describe it. Anyway, we then talked to this guy for a while. Oh yeah, we got statues. Why do we have statues everywhere? Well, I guess they probably do fit in some context. We get even more cutscene. Something rumbles outside. We then fight this guy now as a boss. Yep, she's low on HP. Attack to heal. We then defeat him. Is there really anything else to the garden space? I guess we can look at the statues. Oh yeah. We should probably now leave the place. What is this? And now we can just leave the place. Oh yeah, some ship then comes and a ship comes and arrives on the place. Let me guess, we're gonna go explore it. Or not. Do we just go back inside the castle? Next thing, the monster thing has turned to stone with rigid edges? Or now do we finally go inside the cave? Yes, we do go inside the cave. Save here. Anyway, so they're protecting something, and we have to go up. Whereas encountering bats. Okay, that leads to an important area. There's a statue. Oh, and look at that, it just keeps following us. It's probably a boss. Find another one of these weird reptilian boss things. You pretty much beat it. Come to a thing in the wall. And look at that, there's the statue thing again. I guess the statue just keeps on following us. Yeah, it just keeps on following us. Oh, nice. We don't get any new party members. What's in this area? Oh, just a chest. Anything important in this room, or no? How about the guards that were guarding the thing earlier, since... Do we just talk to them? Okay, then we just leave. Okay, we go back to the castle. Yep, we go back to the castle. We presumably place down the statue. Something weird happens again. Oh, look at that, the cave thing is now open. Oh, yes. Something has definitely happened. Okay, now we can enter this part of the cave, where we find another boss. Yeah, I like how half this game has just been made up entirely of bosses. Anyway, then we save a girl. We then go back to the garden. And then we gotta leave the cave. Presumably with her. More cutscene. Oh, look at that, the people are now back alive. Go back in the garden, or... Oh yeah, the monster thing is now gone. And now we're back in the garden. We then fight him again. It's probably gonna be easy. We then fight a much more advanced version. Wow, that just goes and blows. Very easy. We then defeat it. There's more cutscene. Now do we... Oh, no, wait, we probably talk to her. The ship leaves and we're on it. And it's also from Final Fantasy III. Very similar to the Final Fantasy VII version, judging by the little boundary things of the ship. We then talk even more. We then arrive at what I presume is a desert coast. Then follow them. Oh, it just leads to a grassy area with yet another town. Tiny shrubs. Oh yeah, this is definitely confusing. Oh, we got a forest. With random encounters. Oh, he's already downed. Oh, there is just a game over. So how would I rate this game? Well, it's good. It's actually one of Jinakoda's much better backports. But expect to see more of these coverages soon. Well, anyway, guys, that was about it. I'll see you all in the next video. Bye!